Just what is memory? It's not something that's often talked about, but rarely do we talk about the processes, stages, and types that make memory work. Memory is the process by which we recollect prior experiences, information, and skills that we have learned in the past. An episodic memory is a memory of a specific event, an event that took place in the person's presence or the person experienced the event. So when I ask you, what did you have for dinner last night? Or what was your favorite birthday party that you've ever had? These are all examples of episodic memories. And some episodic memories are so detailed that it's like we have a photograph of it in our head, of the entire event. Maybe the time that we met someone special and we remember in detail what they wore or the conversations that we had or the environment and place that you were in when you met. But why is it that we have such a clear memory of these emotionally significant events? One possible reason is that we pay more attention to the events that have a special meaning for us. These events usually give us very powerful feelings. Also, we tend to think about flashbulb memories pretty often, especially if they're positive ones. Our first love, the birth of a child, or a really special accomplishment like graduating from college. If other flashbulb memories are not positive, another example of a flashbulb memory could be September 11th, of which people who were old enough to remember generally remember very specific details about where they were and how they felt and what they did during that day. Semantic memory, which is also sometimes called generic memory, is general knowledge and information that can be recalled. Unlike episodic memory, we usually don't remember when we acquired the information from our semantic memory. Generally, these are the types of information that we learned in school, like who was the first president of the United States? What's the alphabet? What's the fifth letter of the alphabet? Can you count to 10? Can you count to 100 by fives? What does y equals mx plus b mean anyway? These are all examples of semantic memory. The last type of memory is procedural memory. Procedural memory is memory that consists of the skills and procedures that you may have learned. So an example would be driving a car, or riding a bike, or swimming the freestyle, or typing. Once a skill has been learned, it usually stays with you for many years. Even if you don't use the skill for a long time, you're unlikely to forget it. Haven't you ever heard of the phrase, "It's like riding a bike," meaning you've already learned how to do it, so you should be able to pick it up very easily the next time you try. Usually, it's difficult to describe how we do procedural memories, like tying a shoe. Try to explain to somebody how you tie a shoe the next time you tie it. It's not so easy. So, some practice, so let's test your knowledge of the types of memory. If I remember what the word summer means, what type of memory is that? It's semantic. What did you do on July 4th, 2007? That'd be episodic. The first time you rode a bike, you fell and had to get stitches in your knee. That's also episodic. Remembering that when you're driving, you have to stop at a red light. That's a procedural memory. The ability to ride a bike is also a procedural memory. Or remembering the state capitals for a geography exam. That's semantic.